Hey, what's up YouTube? This is FlexiMan54 bringing you a YouTube video of my Tengu Fabled deck that I've been playing for the last couple weeks. And I've been doing pretty decently against 6 Samurai and such, but it definitely needs a lot of work. This is the newest version of mine, but I don't have all the cards for it, so yeah, I just remade it and I'm not going to play this one this Saturday. I'm actually going to play my GBs again with a few new techs. So yeah, this is my deck right now. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys got any comments, questions or anything, please comment below or give me an inbox. Please very nice comments only, because like sometimes the mean comments get a little too, too rough and such, and it's just annoying and kind of offends me a little bit. If you like the video or like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. If you guys would like to see more videos of the Fabled Tengu deck, or like to have some ideas of how to play it, let me know. I'll be definitely willing to help you guys on it. And yeah, it's pretty much simple like that. So here's my deck, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys can see this. You play 3 Reborn Tengu. Make sure it works. Yep, so you can see it. 3 Reborn Tengu. This is the main card of the deck. It is in every deck because like it's a +1 no matter what situation. But in this deck, it's a great +1 or even +2 because you can do instant synchro with this guy, with the Fabled tuners and such, and you can get another one out for free. So either way, you still get him out, and it's just a +1, and he's just amazing. He has to get hit by the ban list, but not this one, because like TCG this is the only TCG exclusive we have at the moment. Well, this is a TCG only card, and Japan doesn't have it, so you will not see this in the ban list. So this is going to stick around for 3. So yeah, sorry folks, this is going to stay at 3. So 3 Tengus. Out? Yeah, it's out of the way. Sorry, it's in the way. I'm in my living room filming this, so I don't really know how this works. You play 3 Grimros. Basically what this card does is, when you have another Fabled type monster on the field, discard this card from your hand and search for another Fabled type monster, level 4 or lower, from your deck to your hand, except for this guy. I originally had 2 of these, and then a Fabled Crust, 2 Fabled Crusts. Fabled Crust is the one, if you discard by a card effect, you special summon a Fabled type monster, level 4 or lower, from your graveyard to the field. But I took both the Crusts out there and put a third Fabled Grimoire and some other card, because like this card would save my butts more than the Crust. Crust was just in the way half the time. At least this monster gives me at least a better chance. Crust was just a weak monster if I don't have anything on the field. This can at least give me some protection. But I like this better because like you can also search your deck and thin out the deck much more. So, and plus you can do more. You can search up for more plays with the Reborn Tengu as well. That's why I like playing 3 instead. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I like 3 instead. I've been testing on Dual Network, which I don't really go on that much, but I do occasionally. I do play my Fable deck, and it's okay. It's actually much better than the original builds I had. I played Fabled Tengu, and it was really bad. I got 4th place of it, but I just did really bad of it. I just won because like there's not many people there. Anyway, onto the deck. The main tuner of the deck, Fabled Cerebro. This is a level 2 tuner, and when it's discarded by a card effect, special summons to the field. So half the time you would use him to sync with this guy for a level 6 Bryanek, and Bryanek's the key of the deck. You guys don't know how important Bryanek is. If they Solemn Warning your Bryanek, you are screwed. Like I had so many occasions where they Solemn Warning my Bryanek, and I just couldn't do anything because like I have full hand of monsters that actually can be special summoned by Bryanek's effect. So pretty much, if you get Bryanek or got Stardust, they have Stardust in the field. You got Bryanek and they Solemn Warning it, or they have Stardust in the field and you have no way of getting rid of it. The deck's screwed. But really, this is a speedy deck, so you shouldn't have trouble with that. The number tuner you play, 3 Chawas. What this card does is, in order to special summon them from your hand to the field, discard a Fabled type monster from your hand to the graveyard and special summon to the field. So half the time you play with this card, with this. This is they're both in your hand. Discard him to the grave, special, and this guy special summon himself. +1s right there for synchroing. It's just amazing card, and you can do other Fabled type monsters, but I usually do that move. And then for the last of the tuners, you play Fabled Kushano. You don't see a lot of this in many decks because Fabled Kushano, most people don't really know what he does. Fabled Kushano, what he does is pretty much when you have him in the graveyard, discard a Fabled type monster from your hand to the graveyard and bring this back to your hand. The reason why nobody likes this card is because they think it's a -1, but really it's a +1, Because like if you have this in the graveyard, or in this in your hand, and you got monsters on the field that would be great for synchro summoning, you just do this pretty much. Activates effect, bring it back to your hand, and discard this guy, and then pretty much this guy's special summon itself. It's a plus summoning right away. You can do some summoning right there. If you got 5 monsters, you can do Black Rose right before. If you got any other monsters that you would like to clear out the field first before you do bigger summonings, this is the card that actually helps a lot. And plus, if you do this plus him, you do a lot of 7-star monsters in here, especially the 7-star Ancient Sacred Wyvern. You do a lot of that in this deck, and it's just amazing in this deck, Kushano. I recommend you guys playing this, but just only at 1 at the moment, so yeah. And then the last of the Fabled monsters, you play 2 Fabled Ganashias. What this card does is when you discard it from your hand to the graveyard by a card effect, special summon it and it becomes an 1800 beater. Really, it's just there for an extra summoning, a sacred summoning with the tuner monsters such as him, that, or him. So that's the only reason why it's in here, to provide another tuner monster, synchro material monster, and another Fabled type monster. So yeah, that's the reason that's in there. Onto the non-Fabled type monsters, you play 2 Effect Veilers, because like Effect Veiler is key in the deck, because like most of the cards nowadays have a lot of effects and you want to negate and keep your opponent stabilized and down to your level. So you play this to knock down like Hageki, Junk Synchron, Debris Dragon, and heck, even Hyper Librarian. I did that in my Loco, and my opponent cried because he couldn't draw cards based on how many times he synchro summoned that turn. It was a hard game if he had the ability to draw cards. It was a psychic deck, and he just cried after I did this. And pretty much, yeah, he scooped after that I did that. It's kind of weird. You could have watched it one other ways, but whatever. Most decks nowadays rely on one strategy, so that's why, you know, some people just scoop and they're bad. You play 2 Max C's. I don't have the second one because I just got this one from my locals for a trade, and I'm getting one in the mail soon, so hopefully I get it. And be able to play it soon. Pretty much what this card does for you is give you extra draw power. This card is actually necessary in a deck. It's one of those cards that you cannot survive without it, because like half the time when you're playing Fable deck, you have no cards in hand. So it's really a key card to have in your deck. So just for draw power and such. So I play 2 of them so I can have the ability to draw cards just like my opponent. And then of course the staple cards, you play Gores and a Sangin to search out for anything and pretty much give you a protection against OTKs. And then my personal favorite I play in here is Tragodia. It's a newer tech I played, and this is what I replaced for the second Cross, because half the time I have Cross in my hand, I have a full hand, and I can't really do anything with it. So every time I replace this with Cross, this would be actually necessary. I would have 5 cards in hand still, take battle damage, and special summon this guy as a 3000 hitter. And next turn he'd be a Thumbs 3600 hitter. So it's a really good card. And plus, he can become any level you want based on the graveyard too. So if you want to copy level 3 or a level, level 4 or level 2, anything for your tuner monsters to sync with this guy. Or if you want to, you can actually use his effect to discard a card from your hand in order to take control of your monster. Like if your opponent has like a random level 3 star, discard him, take control of your monster, and special summon this guy. It's a +1. Or if your opponent has like a level 4, like their Tengu, discard your Tengu, because usually you draw 2 Tengus in this deck. Kind of sad, but you do sometimes. Discard a Tengu, take control of the Tengu, and then pretty much you have a full field of monsters. Or if your opponent has, well actually I'll show that card to you later. I'll come back to it. You play 2 Tricky as well. This Tricky actually helps you with the Fabled monsters, because he also, in order to special summon himself, you have to discard 1 card. So it makes this card come alive, it makes this card come alive, and it makes even this come alive, because like you discard this to the graveyard by his effect, so you get a free special summon, and this card is in the graveyard, so maybe you can do some other synchroing and such by discarding like another monster to your graveyard and such, just getting it back. So he's a good card to go with the deck. And plus, if you got Fabled Cerebral plus Tricky, Arcanite Magician right there, because he's a spellcaster. So that's another reason why I play it, because he's an Arcanite Magician material monster. Also in the deck, I was going back to it, Tragodia. If your opponent has Xian or any level 5 monster like Hyper Librarian. He's on the field, and you got Tricky in your hand. Discard Tricky. Take control of your level 5 monster, Synchro. And it's mine now for the rest of the duel. It's a +1. And of course, the last of the monsters, you play one Morphin Jar. Morphin Jar I play in here because it was a last minute choice, and I kind of liked it. I only liked it because like you're able to pull out a lot of combos with it, so that's why. And plus, if you got like Fabled Unicorn in the field and your opponent has nothing to do, like to react with, you flip this, and you and your opponent have 5 cards in hand. That's the thing I like to do in this deck a lot. They have Fabled Unicorn in the field, and especially on this, and flips on this guy. We both have the same amount of cards in hand. He can't activate any spell trap cards. When he activates spell and trap cards, they're negated, and so is monster effects too. So pretty much, it's one of the cool cards. And plus, I run out of cards in my hand as well, so that's why I have to tell you that. That's my monster lineup. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll make another video about this. So hope you guys watch the second part of the video of the spells, traps, and the extra deck. Thank you.